Hello, here's Hendrik. Today we are going to take a look at how to share your plugin, especially the source code with other users. There's a great tool for that called Git, and a platform to use it on the web is GitHub. It is very popular and is free for open source software, but you can also use it for private repositories if you're willing to pay. Basically, for Windows there is a very easy way to use it. It's called GitHub for Windows. Simply search it on Google or directly go to the webpage, download it, and basically what GitHub or Git in general is you can specify different versions for files, and each time you modify them you can make a comment, and you can go back anytime you want to this version or compare the differences between versions. It's very good if you made a mistake. Maybe you replaced too much or the code doesn't work anymore. You can go back and check what changed, and you can go back anytime. This is very important. Also, maybe you format your hard drive or something and the code disappears. Won't happen with this here. You just need to remember your password. So simply pick a username, your email address, and then password, sign up and create your account. And since I already downloaded this, let's go and start it up. So we basically need to log in this tool. Log in, it will remember this. Okay, so now you already can see local and GitHub. GitHub is meaning on the internet. So I already have some repositories in the internet on GitHub, but I currently don't have them associated on my local machine. So what we can do now is go to Tools, Options, and we now need to enter a name here if it isn't already right, and our email address. It needs to be the same one as the one from the GitHub account. Then also very important is you need to select the same code directory you used for the plugin SDK and the current version of the CryEngine, since when we create on new repositories, meaning files a directory where we store our files related to a plugin, so this needs to be correct. And then you also need to press update. Okay, so now we are going to create a new repository for the stuff we created during the tutorials. So we're going back here to the code directory, and because this will create a new directory, we first need to rename our files which are currently not in this Git. So we create the repository . So this means we will publish it on GitHub right away that we created this, and here the folder is correct. Then if you have paid, you can also keep it private and simply create it now. So it takes a little bit time. So now we have done, and the new plugin is here on the internet. Basically you can see it already here. This is local, so we're going to navigate to it now. We first need to publish our stuff. Initial commit, publish. So that means we have now publish the basic startup for the repository. Takes a little bit of time, and now it is available on the internet. We will open it now. Open view on GitHub. So you see now it's visible, and now we can edit something, change the stuff, and that's what we're going to do now. We are going now to move the files we created from the last tutorial into the repository and push it to GitHub, so you guys can use this very simply. So we're going back here, and let's just double click. You now see what changed, and I'm going to say, oh, basically tutorial 1 in stuff. Okay, commit this, and then it is currently local, and then you need to press sync to push it to the web. If we now refresh here, you will see then that the files are there, and you can see what is new. Okay, check this, everything is there. You see here what we have changed. So we will first do a little readme here, and we're going to do this now. Plugin various stuff, yes. And here, this is basically a readme file in Markdown syntax. You can read on GitHub how to use Markdown syntax. Basically, it's something like wiki syntax you can use to very easily describe how it should be formatted. And we're just going to say here the purpose of this plugin is various flow notes from the C++ tutorial series. Yes, and that's it. We saved this, and now we'll commit this. Basically, changes is bad. You should always say what you changed. So okay, synchronize, and now we're just looking into commits. So I'll show you how you can see the stuff. Oh man, this is taking long now. What? Okay, now it should be there. Okay, so if you press this here, now you see very nicely what changed. So this is the purpose of this, and you can also create versions called tags. Basically, if you release 1.0, you create a tag and saying it's 1.0, and then users can download it at a later time and just recompile it. And a very nice feature is always this here, clone in Windows. If you have GitHub for Windows, this button appears, and you guys can now use this button to download this to start for the next tutorial step. So you have the same stuff as I have, and yeah, basically this is important, so you don't need to start anew. Okay, I think this button only appears if you have installed GitHub for Windows. Yes. So, and that's it for this part of the tutorial. I'll just record the next one following, but I'll split it up since in the next part we're going to cover something new. I will publish it right away here on GitHub, so you can download it also. But as I said, look here and you can see the differences basically the changes I made, and you can follow it here and look into the videos, so you don't need to type the stuff in again. Okay, so bye and see you soon.